So in this example, write down what you're given, extract the information from the question, and then give them the appropriate symbol and check you've got the units consistent. So if you just pause and then do that, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay, so what symbol are we going to give for the 200 kilograms? What symbol is that? M for mass. What's this 250 millimeters? What's that? K for radius of gyration, right. Appropriate unit? Right, so converting to meters. Okay. 600 RPM, what's that telling us? Right, the frequency. F. Appropriate unit? Hertz. Needs to be in hertz, doesn't it? So what do I do? Divide by 60. Good, and that gives us 10 hertz. So now we've got the information that we've been given in an appropriate unit. Now we can start casting around on our formula sheet or in our heads for formulae. What are we asked to find? The kinetic energy. So what formula are we going to use for kinetic energy? That we've got written down. Yeah, a half I omega squared. I, moment of inertia, omega, angular velocity. We're not given I or omega, so we need further formulae. So what formula am I going to use for I? Okay, good. I equals mk squared. I'm given m and I'm given k, so I can find I. What about omega? Two pi f, good. And I'm given the frequency, so now I can do it. I can work back now to find the angular velocity and I, and then plug them into the formula for the kinetic energy. So again, I'll just pause this video here. You have a go at it. Think about how to think it out, and then we'll look at it. So we'd set it out maybe a little bit like this. 1 or 2 points to make. I equals mk squared, so I can put the values in, 200 times 0.25 squared, and then I get an answer. Omega equals 2 pi f. There's always a case for leaving it in terms of pi. You could work out what 20 times 3.142 blah blah is, but then you're going to have to round it. So leave it in terms of pi. You might find you can cancel it later, so that's often a good idea. And then I'm going to plug them into this formula, half I omega squared. So if confident, you can almost do it in one hit. Look, a half times that is I, mk squared, times omega, which is 20 pi squared. So you can do it in one hit on the calculator. And that means that you're going to get maximum accuracy, so you just round your final answer. So I would be tempted to do that in one go on the calculator. 0.5 for a half times 200 times 0.25 squared. Literally type it in like that. Why is it important to put the bracket around this? Yeah, if I didn't put the bracket in, what would the calculator do? Yes, it would only square the pi. So the bracket is important there in that calculation. So do that calculation now and see if you agree with the answer you had already. So we get 24.7 kilojoules. Note you could have written 2000. So 24.7 kilojoules or 24,700 joules, but that's a very appropriate prefix to use in this case, and then rounded to 3 significant figures.